Hi guys, this is Leslie Davis from Team Accelerate, and if you're watching this video, that means you are interested in building your business because this is all about Coach Placement 101. So the first thing that's important to understand is that the Beachbody network is a binary network. That means you are going to have two legs in your organization. So you are going to build and place coaches on two legs. You're going to have a right leg and you're going to have a left leg. Or, yes, right leg and left leg. So, the thing that is the most important as you start to build out your organization and start to sponsor coaches is to understand where you are placed within your organization, meaning underneath your upline, where are you on their tree. That's going to be important because where you are will dictate which leg is your strong leg and which leg is your weak leg. So in this example, my upline has two legs as well. I am on their left leg. That means my left leg is my strong leg. That means my upline is contributing to my left leg because I'm on their left side. Their right leg is somebody else, and they are building their organization on that side. So my strong leg is my left leg. My weak leg is my right leg. Make a lower R so that you can differentiate the two. My strong leg is my left leg. My weak leg is my right leg. And that means my upline is contributing to my left leg, my strong leg. No one other than me and all of the coaches I place under me is contributing to my right leg, which means that's going to be naturally my weak leg because that is all my personally sponsored coaches. On my strong leg, that's all of my personally sponsored coaches, their coaches, and my upline coaches. Thing that's important to understand is this is a team business. You make commission as well as team bonuses on the volume that is brought in from the coaches underneath you. So, and that's going to be important when I get to how you cycle bonuses each week and how to maximize each week's cycle so that you are earning the most possible. So, now the second thing that's going to be important is that your number one goal in the beginning as you signed up is to sign up your first two coaches. And you're going to want to sign them up, one on your left, one on your right, because when you do that, you achieve a rank in Beachbody that is known as an Emerald Coach. An Emerald Coach is now eligible. As an Emerald Coach, you are now eligible to receive cycle bonuses, team volume cycle bonuses. So Emerald Coaches earn $14 per cycle. And I'm going to explain how you earn that $14. The first thing to understand, though, is that you need to sponsor a coach, which is designated by a PS in your back office, personally sponsored coach on your left, personally sponsored coach on your right. You have one on each leg. You are now an Emerald Coach and are building the foundation of your business. So, remember when I told you you have a strong leg? That comes into play with team volume. So as your coach is building out your leg, you might one day come into your back office, and I've had this happen many times with my coaches. They say, oh my gosh, a coach was put underneath of me. I have another coach. And what they're actually seeing, because they don't see the PS above that coach, what they're actually seeing is their upline coaches, additional coaches that they are adding. So it's technically not your coach. It's the coaches that your upline is adding. So you're going to see, if you are me and your strong leg is your left leg, you're going to see coaches under there that are not your personally sponsored coach. They don't contribute to your rank advancement, but they do contribute to your volume. That is really important because, and this is where you start to earn additional income as an Emerald Coach or above. For every 200 volume points that you have on your left leg and every 100 volume points that you have on your right leg, you cycle one time. So that means if my personally sponsored coach on my left leg brought in 400 volume points, for one of the weeks. And my personally sponsored coach on my right leg brought in 200 volume points. When commission is calculated on Thursday for cycle bonuses, they're going to say, okay, your ratio of 200 to 100, how many times do I cycle? Well, if I have 400 over here and I take 200 away, I now have 200. And I take 100 away on this side, I now have 100. Perfect. I cycle one time. I cycle one time because I took 200 away, 100 away, and I cycle once. I look again and I say, oh, I still have another perfect 200 to 100 ratio. I cycle now 2 times. So that means as an Emerald coach, I'm earning $14 per cycle. So that means I cycled 2 times. So I've just earned myself $28 that week. And that was $28. That was the contribution of the team underneath of me. I didn't sell anything. So you know you make commission off of sales, but you also make money off of the volume your team brings in. So I've just earned $28 because my personally sponsored coaches that I've signed up that have advanced me to Emerald rank has brought in 400 volume points on your strong leg and 200 on your weak leg, meaning you cycle 2 times. And as an Emerald coach, that's $14. So that is how you cycle and you maximize the number of times or understand the number of times that you cycle and how you earn money off of team volume cycles. So the second thing that is going to be important to understand is there's another rank after Emerald known as Ruby. So now you're trucking along and you've got your 2 sponsored coaches and your upline is building more and more and more people on your left leg. So now your volume is $1,400 volume points 1 week. And you only have 200 still on your weak leg because you've only signed 1 coach. But your personally sponsored coach, so let's say they're purple, they added a coach here, they added a coach here, and here. Well, they are all bringing in volume, and your coach is bringing in volume, so you're bringing in, naturally, your strong leg is bringing in a lot of volume, and since you only have 1 sponsored coach on your right leg, it's only 200. So when it comes time to cycle that week, you have 1,400 on your strong leg, 200 on your weak leg. You still can only cycle 2 times, earning $28. So you still have rollover volume now on your strong leg because you have more people contributing to that volume, more coaches, because they're not all your coaches. So now it's time to sign your next coach. You've got your 3rd coach in your hands, and you're like, okay, where in the world do I place them? Where do you think you're going to place them? Well, if I'm bringing in, and my upline is bringing in all of this volume with me, contributing to that volume, I need to counter that. I need to have a good ratio, 200 to 100, strong leg, weak leg, so that I can cycle more times. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put them on my right leg. So my next coach comes in, they're my personally sponsored coach. Now I have 2 coaches on my right leg bringing in double the volume. So now my volume starts to increase on my weak leg. And that allows me to cycle more times per week now. So as I was saying before, you want to pay attention to that. And you want to start building the leg that's your weak leg because you're the only one building it. And then your coaches underneath you are the only ones building it. You're not getting any of your upline support on that leg. You don't want to keep building all your personally sponsored coaches just to cycle because there's 2 additional ranks in Beachbody known as Ruby and Diamond. So a Ruby coach is a coach that has 4 personally sponsored coaches underneath them. So this is me, and I now have signed 4 coaches, 2 on my left, 2 on my right, and to rank advance to Ruby, 2 of those that I've sponsored out of the 4 also need to be a Emerald coach. So my coach here is now an Emerald coach, and let's say this one also has a coach there, and they have, you know, a coach, let's say in this spot, and their coach is now in this spot because they're building and contributing at whatever point that those coaches sign on. So now both of these coaches, my original 2 coaches, let's say, have now gone Emerald, and I also have 2 coaches, so I have a total of 4 coaches. I have now achieved Ruby rank, which earns me now $16 a cycle. So I'm starting to maximize both the amount of money I'm earning per cycle as well as the number of times per cycle that I am cycling to increase that number each time. So now the next rank you have is Diamond. Diamond earns you $18 a cycle. And to achieve Diamond, if you're already at Ruby, meaning you have 4 coaches, 2 on each leg, 2 of those are Emerald, you need to add 2 more coaches. So I add 1 here, and I add 1 here after my other coach, and this one's my coach. So this is my personally sponsored, personally sponsored, personally sponsored, personally sponsored. So now I have 4 on my left, 4 on my right, and 2 of them are Emerald. And it could be any one of the 4 on each leg could be Emerald. It doesn't have to be your first 2, but that you have 8 personally sponsored coaches in your organization, 2 of which are Emeralds, and you have now achieved Diamond rank, which is a great honor and rank to achieve within Beachbody. It's a difficult one to achieve, but it shows that you are mentoring and building a team. It shows that you are a leader within this organization. It also maximizes what you can earn per cycle at $18. So it's important that you focus on your ranks first. So achieving 4 strong personally sponsored coaches on one leg, 4 strong personally coaches on your weak leg, so that you get to Diamond rank, and then you start building out that weak leg to maximize the number of times you cycle. So you know that you're getting in enough volume on your strong leg because your upline's contributing, you're contributing, and any of your personally sponsored coaches that add coaches will be contributing. So that is naturally going to bring in more volume than your weak leg because you are the only one contributing with your personally sponsored coaches contributing, not your upline. So that will naturally be your weak leg. So once you achieve your Diamond rank, which is the highest here beyond Star Diamond, but the highest in terms of volume and what you're going to achieve, you know, the maximum you'll achieve per cycle is $18. You're going to start building out and sponsoring more on your weak leg. So you want to keep adding all those personally sponsored coaches on your weak leg because you want to maximize the number of times you cycle. So now let's turn this 200 into 700 because you've now added more sponsored coaches that are bringing in volume for you, and you have 1,400 coming in on your strong leg. How many times do I cycle and how many cycles do I earn on this? So I have a nice 200 to 100 ratio. Keep deducting. This is going to give me 7 cycles. So 7 cycles now at $18. So 18 times 7, that is what I am going to make for commission that week. So I have now maximized both my rank. I am now at the highest rank I can be in terms of cycle. You can cycle up to $18, which is at the Diamond rank. And I'm also maximizing because I'm starting to build more on my weak leg to counter all of that strong legs volume. So I can maximize a 200 to 100 ratio every single week, making sure I am getting the most cycle bonus that I possibly can. So that is your coach basics on coach placement. And if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me and I can help help you figure out where your best, placements should be. And I encourage you, if you are not in my organization, to reach out to your upline, who will help you understand where you are within their organization, so that you can identify your strong and weak leg, and you can start building coach placement to maximize your income each week. Thanks, guys. Bye.